Welcome back to another episode of Podcast P, presented to you by Prize Picks, a Wave Sports and Entertainment original. Here with me today, I got my guys, Dallas Rutherford. That wasn't you. And my guy, Jackie Long.
I can still say, ooh, ooh. He was, no, ooh.
Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh.
It must have been difficult for you to watch. Like, were you cheering for the Lakers when they were coming back and stuff? Like, was there a part of you that was like...
No, not at all. I was Clipper all the way because I'm like, oh, I proved my point. I switched over at the right time. He out there bullying fools. He out there balling like he said. He said he was going to do what he do. He scored 20 points in the fourth quarter. I'm like, I think I might stay with P.
Now, I want to know at one point, though. Like, I know at some point, you like, okay, yeah, Bron, like, yeah.
There had to have been something in there.
Maybe one. Just for 1 second, though, P. It was only for 1 second because, for real, you was balling. Kawhi was balling. Russ was balling. And I was like, damn. Like, y'all really look good together.
Yeah.
I was really impressed. And I was like, I hope y'all really beat the Lakers right now.
Yeah.
I was really shocked to see y'all go into OT and then come back and do that to y'all. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I was really hurt. But, you know, it's part of the game. But y'all got one more. One more.
That's
so
fair.
I'm a Clipper all the way till y'all play the Lakers again. And I hope you continue to play your bully ball because you're looking good.
That's all season long.
It was a good game. I think anyone that's a basketball fan just watching there, regardless of who you were cheering with, it was a fun game to watch.
Fun.
It was
I heard
fun.
that from a lot of people. Like, that was just like entertaining basketball for LA. Like,
it was dope.
It's always like that, though, Pete, because, I mean, you're a couple games into the season. Like, is that energy always there at those games, or was it something special about that night? Because watching it did feel a little bit different than, like, previous match. It felt like a playoff game.
Yeah.
It felt like a playoff game.
I think that energy is always there when we play Lakers. Like, it's like bragging rights a little bit. Like, of course, who is the better LA team is always going to be the talk. But it's just, you know, we share the same space. Like, of course, we don't want them beating us. They don't want, you know, us beating them. Like, it's a rivalry that's, you know, who's controlling crypto at that point.
We're going to take a brief break from the episode to remind you that Prize Picks has got you covered when it comes to making some money.
Prize Picks is a daily fantasy app where you can select 2 or more players, pick more or less on their projected stats, and turn $25 into $250. Prize Picks is really simple to play. I can make my picks and submit my entry less than 60 seconds.
So be sure to visit prizepicks.com/podcastp and use our promo code podcastp for a first deposit match up to $100. Cha-ching!
Now back to the show. I want to ask you this though, Pete. The way you playing right now, did you envision this the whole season so far, the way you balling out?
Yeah. I mean, this is the conversation I was having about me just being laser focused, being locked in. I wouldn't even like, this ain't even like part of the bully, like, mantra that I was going for. Like, none of this has been bully, like.
You bully Reggie.
Yeah, well, yeah.
I mean, if it like, I'm a punish smaller defenders, like, you know, that's what that is about. But it's just more so the mindset of just being laser focused that I'm in right now. Like, that's not even the bully part of it all. I mean, it's just more so, just being locked in. Like, I'm doing a lot of shit that's just different. I'm taking care of my body a whole different level. Not that I wasn't in years past, but it's different at this point of me doing extra work. I'm stretching every night now. Like, I'm you know, doing pool workouts before practice. Like, I'm really invested into, like, all right, what can I do now to just keep my body at the best possible shape I can keep it? And it's been paying off. Like, it's definitely been helping.
Yeah.
You look good. Keep it up.
When did the game, like, it was running through my mind when I was watching you out there. There were, at most of the times, you were the best player on the floor. You were LeBron. LeBron had a fantastic game, but it really did look easy. I don't know if it's sometimes I forget that you're actually, like, not only in the NBA, but pretty good. But was there, when in your career, like, did the game become easy? Like, is it easy for you? Not in the sense like there's not good competition. It just looks like you know where you want to get, you know how the defense works. Like, it's a game within the game, and it looks like that you're calculating all this stuff, and it looks easy for you.
Yeah. I mean, it's easy in the sense of, like, knowing, like, because face it, I've seen every defense now. Like, I've seen double teams. I've seen, tilt is what we call when bigs come over early to prevent a drive or something like that. Like, I've seen nail help. I've seen, fire, which is what being double teamed at the top, someone running over to trap you. Like, I've seen it all. Blitzed in pick and rolls, high pickups, low drops, like in pick and rolls. Like, I've seen it all. So now it's just, all right, take what the defense give me and just get into a spot. Like, pull-ups, get to a spot. I know I can make this shot if I shoot it. I'm going to shoot it with confidence every time. I know I can make this shot. So now it just comes down to just get to my spots. If the big comes up, go around him. If he sits back, shoot the three.
Yeah, like, it was easy.
It's just quick thinking.
It's a play I done seen live at the game and on TV. They can't never stop it. You start off under the basket. You run like somebody. You do a little jab here. Somebody pick and you run to the 3-point top of the line.
Yeah.
And then whoever, it's always the big man, which is the worst person that they put on you.
Yeah.
Because they switch or whatever, and you whoop, 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 shoot the three every time.
Yeah.
Literally, I done seen you do that play 1,000 times, and I'm like I'm looking at the defense like that play about to come. P under the key.
Yeah,
Watch
when you see me down at the bottom,
and you do it. I done seen you do that literally 3 or 4 times. You done made every shot.
Yeah, that's out of our V series. So we call that a V series.
Well, don't say it too loud. we don't know if they know that. I don't know if they know that.
Yeah, the league know.
Okay,
the league know. Teams know. I mean, we're not the only team
y'all
that run.
Stupid. Because y'all can't even stop it. What's it called, the V series?
The V series.
Y'all can't even stop it. Stupid.
Yeah.
How was it guarding LeBron? Because there was a couple plays where he was trying to play some bully ball.
Yeah.
And me and YT were watching one possession where Kawhi just ate it. And I don't think LeBron is like...
When he got the offensive?
Was it an offensive
charge
foul? He went in and Kawhi just took it.
Yeah.
I don't think they did call it, but he got the ball back, and I'm like, oh my God. I don't think there's many guys in the league that can withstand that type of, play.
It was one play, and I picked up a foul. It was twice he did it. Once I got the foul, once I didn't, but it was in transition. He's coming at me full speed, and the whole time I'm just like, oh, I'm ready to brace for that contact, like, but he's flying at me, like, if you like, it's different when you see, like, guards flying at you, like, all right, like, I know I can brace this, like, I'm gonna hold my ground.
Right.
Like, Brian coming at you, like, you gotta backpedal because you gotta absorb that, like, contact differently. So he hit me, bro. I felt like I flew back. Like, I'm holding my shit like this, like,
how much more he weighed to you? More than you?
Probably,
40 pounds?
Probably 50, 60 pounds.
I don't think people realize what a freak LeBron is.
Yeah.
Like,
dude.
You guys are all freaks of nature, but LeBron is something different.
Crazy thing is, like, whole time I'm thinking of taking a charge. But then I'm like, I can't take this right now. Like,
you defended it well, though. You almost got a steal on one of them.
Yeah, one of them almost got a steal. Then the other one, they called the foul on me.
Well, we got to talk about it. The big trade news. I know all the fans are excited. I'm excited. But we have now acquired James Harden and PJ Tucker. There's been a lot of talk and speculation on how James is going to fit within your guys' team. Mm-hmm. You got you, James, Kawhi, and Russ. How are you guys going to approach that? And how do you think James is going to fit in with you guys?
I think he's going to fit in perfectly. We've been practicing today, going through plays, going through execution stuff. What I love about it is just having, all 4 of us are high IQ players. So, like, when it comes into game time, we all know where everyone's supposed to be. So we all can run plays in different positions. Like, I don't have to be in this certain spot. James can be in that spot now. Like, I don't like, Russ doesn't have to bring the ball up. Kawhi can bring the ball up. Like, and we can all get to our spots, run the same play, but we can run it and get different options out of it based off of the player that's in it. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So I like that idea. And then just watching them hoop, like, they played pickup, and we watched James play in practice today, and I mean, you just forget, like, he's a bucket. Like,
yeah.
he made it look so easy. Like, and I was just like, damn, like, that's crazy adding that to this team now. You know what I mean? Like, a guy He can go. He can make the plays. You know, I haven't seen us throw that many lobs since I've been here. And when he was playing, it was just.
Oh, y'all was just lobby today?
Lobby. Like,
real lobby today, huh?
Lobby today.
Did you catch one today?
I just said I didn't play today.
Oh, I didn't hear you say that.
Come
I didn't hear
on.
you say that.
I said we was watching James.
Oh, I thought you said you was playing with him.
No, I said we was watching.
You was watching him. Okay, and he made it look so
And he
easy.
made it look so easy. It was just like, and then he was coming off. He's, hitting his pattern, boop, 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 to the 3 ball, getting to a step back. Like, it just made the game look so easy. And then it's going to definitely help me. Like, I'm going to get so many more just open catch and shoot threes, just easy opportunities. Because who do you, like, the best defender is going to guard who?
That's what I was thinking. Who's gonna it's gonna be a matchup nightmare.
It's gonna be hard to match up now. I like seeing you dribble the ball though, P.
Yeah,
you cold at dribble the ball. I like when you.
But that's what I'm saying.
Too,
like, so okay, you put the best defender on James.
You got to put the best defender on.
So one of you guys is gonna get the third best at like. And
the team's gonna have to give up something, like, because not a lot of guys in this league play 2 ends, play both sides, right? So you're gonna have to give up something, like. You want offense on the floor? All right, whoever's the offensive player is, they damn sure can't play defense.
It's gonna be hard.
Yeah.
So you can't hide them nowhere. Like,
it's gonna be hard.
Like, what you gonna do?
I can't believe we have Artesia's finest.
Crazy.
Artesia's finest.
I like James, and I think it is gonna work. And I would tell you otherwise if I'm like, oh, this guy, like, I don't want him over here. But my logic behind it, and I'm curious your thoughts on this. How much of your guys' relationship? I don't think people realize, like, you've known James since 10th, 11th grade, playing on those pump camp teams and tournaments, and Kawhi's been around that scene. Russ was kind of in and out of that scene that we used to do little practices up at Artesia High. But how much of your guys' background and relationship is why you do think it's going to work? Because that's what I think. I think that James Harden has a relationship with you guys, and it's different than just being on a team with another guy in the NBA. Like, you guys have known each other since you guys were 16, 17 years old. And if he's going to listen to anyone, I think it would be you, Russ, and Kawhi. Is that some of the reason why you're confident that it will work?
Yeah, I think that's very, very fair to say. And I told this story a couple days ago. Like, first time I met James was in like a Pangos tournament, and I was about to be a sophomore. I think he was a junior, and we was in this game. Not much really went on up until this point, but then I'm playing. I think I'm on his team. Somebody gets a rebound, they kick it up to James by himself. Full court pass, right? They throw the ball ahead. The ball bounces like the free throw line, somewhere around there. The ball is it bounced off maybe the free throw line. The ball is probably hovering somewhere in between the rim and the ground, right? So the ball is just sitting there after the bounce. He jumps, takes off one leg, catches it midair between the legs, flush, boom. And I'm like, yo.
It's crazy.
Like, where am I? Like, I'm from Palmdale, bro. Yeah. Like, nobody's doing this in Palmdale. Like, and so that was the first time I seen him. And that, like, at that moment, I was like, oh, yeah, I gotta know who this is. Like, who is
what
this
up,
guy?
Bro?
Yeah. But I mean, I was shy then. I didn't after that tournament, like, we just got the hell out of there, went back to Palmdale. But that was my first interaction with him. And then, obviously I've stayed in tune with what he was doing at Artesia, went to Arizona State, Oklahoma, like that all the way through. But I think, like, now looking at it, I think we all pull for one another, being from SoCal. Like, I was pulling for Russ, pulling for Drew, pulling for James, pulling for DeMar. Like, I always used to just pull for those guys just because we all come from, Southern California. Like, that was just, how we all, like, I feel like we, in a way, had a moment of being like, Brandon Jennings at the time, we had a moment of just being like, the guys, like, I felt like the young up-and-coming guys running the league at one point. Like, and so I think at this point, like, we all want the same thing. We all just want to win. We don't care how it looks, what it looks like, how it has to happen. Bro, we want to win. We get to do it for, our hometown. You know, it's just different. Like it's on a whole larger scale now.
Yeah, it's almost like it's a perfect story. Like it's all getting set up to be just like 4 Los Angeles County, you know, former basketball players coming together, you know, in the latter parts of their careers to try to finally bring one home for the Clippers. So it's just such a good story now. That storyline it doesn't get any better than that.
It doesn't get any better.
Imagine how Terrence Mann and Bones in them feel.
Hey, T-Man got grilled, bro. Did you see that?
I seen that.
Come on. T-Man sitting there like this. Like,
when he walks in, he's
like, imagine how much they get to learn from, like, I mean, like, come on.
If you T-Man, that's dope.
T-Man, dude.
I was joking with him in the locker room during the Lakers game before the game started. And I was like, damn, you just keep adding to that list, huh? He was like, man, you feel me? Like, now I can add James, PJ to that list.
That run dude and all.
He played with so many dudes.
That's dope, man. That's dope for him. You said it, not me.
He did it, not me.
Nah, that's dope, though. That's dope for him. He like literally playing with number legends.
Yeah, no, he
on the squad. Like, that's crazy.
Yeah, when is he coming back? He had a little ankle.
Yeah. He should be back soon enough. He practiced a little bit today. He was in a little bit of the up and down, going through plays and stuff like that. So for us, you know, seeing him out of the boot, that was, you know, huge progression for us.
Yeah.
I want to know, since we've been knowing your boy since still on Harden a little bit, he been coming out. No, I'm saying we still talking about Harden.
Yeah.
I want to know where you was at when they had the trade rumors come up, or where did you know something ahead of time?
Yeah. No, actually, I woke up to it the morning, like that next morning. I woke up to like all these texts. It was funny enough, like that night, I went to bed early that night, right? Like probably like 9, 10 o'clock.
You wasn't no game that night?
Nah, I wasn't on the game that night. I went to bed early. I was in bed by like 9, 10 o'clock.
We're in season now, so you know we gotta get some rest.
Yeah.
Continue.
Shut the fuck up. Ain't no damn season. He is.
And no, at like something woke me up at like 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. Like I don't even know what it was. Something just like went off in the house, and it kind of just woke me up. And then like I looked around, nothing. So I just went back to bed. And then so I wake up maybe like 7, 8 in the morning, look at my phone, and it's just like, you know, hey, yo, we got James, like this is what's going on. Like he, you know, and we traded this person, that person. So I was like, shit, like I didn't know it was gonna go down that quick. Like I didn't know, you know, usually trades happen 10, 15 games in when, you know, teams see how.
Yeah, and they've been talking about him the whole summer. He wanted to come.
Yeah. But I you know, I just didn't know how fast that, you know, that trigger was gonna be pulled to go after and get him. But yeah, like it was crazy. I woke up like everybody else did, like, oh shit, we just got James.
That's dope.
All right, so Ty Lue came out and he did say that he was going to have a meeting with you guys, and I'm curious if that conversation has already been had.
Yeah, we've talked. We came together, but I mean, it's nothing that, you know, it's nothing secretive or nothing that hasn't been told. Fact of the matter is, you know, all 4 of us are, you know, superstars, been superstars, you know, great players, but there's got to be sacrifices, right? So that was the main conversation, is addressing the elephant in the room of, listen, it's one basketball. Y'all gonna have to figure out how to play on the floor in space and you know, give each other opportunities. But he was like, hey, listen, if y'all commit to that, I promise I'll lead you guys where we need to go. I just need y'all to just commit to it being sacrifices and everybody have one mission and one goal. Easy conversation. I think we all, again, I don't have an ego when it comes. Regardless, yeah, I'm playing great. Like, I still feel I can be aggressive and understand I have 3 other killers out there with me. You know what I mean? Like, I could still be productive, be aggressive, be assertive. I'll find, like, you know, the beauty of it, like, I don't have to, and it was already like this, having 2 other guys, having James or having Russ, having Kawhi out there. The beauty of, like, I can exert energy in other places. You know what I mean? I thought because of Russ now taking more of the ball handling role, like that allowed me to play even more defense. You know what I mean? Because before having Russ, like I was the playmaker, I was the ball handler, I was creating for others, like I was, setting up plays. Now I can use that energy elsewhere. And so now having another guy out there, like now it's like, all right, well, let me see like how better I can rebound now. Like let me try to pick up rebound load. Now that I should have more energy to exert other places.
Yeah, you've been doing a lot more back cuts.
I definitely been doing more back cuts.
I've been seeing it, bro. It's like every game you get like
getting
a
at
clean
least,
little backdoor cut.
I'm working on it.
From a talent standpoint, P, is this the most talented roster that you've ever been a part of?
Absolutely. But the team that when I first got here, that was a talented group with, myself, Kawhi, Lou Will, we had Shamit, we had Pat Bev, Zoo, Trez, Mo Harkless. Like that was a talented group that we had there too. Like you talk about a starting five and a legit backup five that could start, in those individuals could start on other teams. That was a pretty talented team as well. But as far as like star power,
this y'all toughest.
Yeah, this is by far. the best
y'all.
team.
I even love Plumlee. I love him.
Even Mace is a great addition that we've had.
Great backup for Zubac.
Yeah. Nah, we tough. We tough, bro.
they talking about next year. I think y'all could do it now.
We gotta
y'all
think now.
Y'all can do it now.
Gotta think now.
I mean, now the way y'all look, if y'all just stay healthy, baby, y'all all the way to the yop.
To the top, to the yop,
yoppity yop.
To the yoppity yop. I need to speak up a little bit.
Did you have any words to KJ? Did you talk to him at all?
I did. Briefly, because KJ was like, I was really starting to like take to KJ. Like that was my young fella. Like he wasn't a cold tub guy. I got him into like getting in the cold tub. Like, we were slowly starting to build that cold tub camaraderie, get guys into the cold tub, man.
It's enough, P. You said it enough.
Cold tub.
Okay,
What's wrong about the cold tub?
I felt for him. Continue though, because he was excited. He's a young kid. It was, I was excited for him to have the opportunity. I was excited for him.
I know what that meant for him. I know what that meant for Pops. Like that's different. You get to come back home and play for your city. You get to play in front of your family. Like I get it. Like my first year here, like I was ecstatic. You know what I mean? And again, I felt like he started to make shots. He started to find confidence. I had the conversation with him. Like, I know shots ain't falling, but, like, just take on this role of, like, just being the toughest motherfucker on the team, guarding the best players when you can, rebounding the ball. Like, I felt like he started to take on, that persona, and it started to change his luck when it came offensively. He was getting into a rhythm. He was making shots now. I thought it was short-lived for him, but, I get it, man. I watched OG get emotional on Gil's pod, and it's tough, man. This business is tough.
You get straight, literally on the team, get all your family packed up, move them out, and then they waive you or send you to another team all the way to the East Coast now.
That's the business, bro.
Oh, my God.
That's the business. Business
is the business always this tough, though? Like, you think it's always going to be like this?
Yeah. That's the nature of, like, any sport. Like, they trade guys at any moment, any time, if it ain't past the deadline. Like, that's just the nature of sports.
It's just messed up. You can't even say like, but wait, I just moved. Can I get a week left?
Right. Let me show you I can do this.
Yeah, can I just show you a little something?
Nah, it ain't no when they think that it'll help the team to move you. Like, shit out of luck. You know what I mean?
That's messed up, man. It ain't messed up.
After the first,
he got traded, he's still getting paid.
Yeah.
So
I said that like after the first time it happened, I kind of like fell back. I was kind of a little bit more reserved after that first time. Like when I was with the Pacers and they traded my guys, traded B Rush, I was a little more reserved when new teammates came around because it was like, damn, like I made these bonds. Like this was. I thought I was gonna be with him for a minute.
Right.
Gone.
And he's gone. Like damn. Like I invested like so much. Like I shout out Jay Chambers. I was like I didn't have brothers growing up, and so they took on the role of like being big brothers. And so like when they left, I was like damn. Like
you talked to KJ since he left?
Yeah, I talked to him, right after the trade went down. I talked to him.
But man, I want to talk about some people that's struggling in the game, P. Highly upset. I am highly upset. I need you to help me give them some advice.
Talk to him.
Okay? Because you know I'm a big fan of my boy Scoot Henderson.
Yeah.
He's one of my favorite picks this year.
Yeah.
He really was. Besides Wemby and them, he was in Brandon, our family. You know what I'm saying? But Scoot was up there, but the boy's struggling.
Yeah.
You played him the opening night, right?
Yeah.
He did all right. Struggled a little bit that game as well.
Yeah.
I want you to tell me, P, tell Scoop, and I want you to tell other rookies out there that's struggling like this, give them a little advice on how to make them feel better, man, or what you think will happen, man.
He's in a perfect position. Like, he's in a perfect position right now as a player. Like, use this first year to intern. Like, learn about the league, learn about officiating, learn about teammates, like learn about yourself, what you need to work on, what you need to get more confident in. They're giving him the keys to Portland. So like literally he can go out there and make mistakes. Like that's what they're telling him. Go out there, make mistakes, just grow.
Right.
Grow as a player, grow as a kid, you grow as a man, just give a reference. My first 5 games in the league, scored 4, 8, 2, 10. Like it wasn't like, I started out hot. Like it was,
right.
I had to learn. I had to figure this is a different game. You know what I mean?
Right.
Now I didn't have much control of the offense or much control of the game that Scoot does, but it was a learning curve. I had to figure it out. So I mean he's gonna be great.
And that's why you're saying he has a better opportunity because he's starting.
Yeah.
Came
yep.
in.
They're gonna let him make mistakes.
Yeah.
Right.
They know it's part of it.
And they're giving him the ball. Like
right.
It's not like Simons is the point guard. Like Scoot's the point. Like you're our point. Like you're gonna have the ball. Like so just you'll learn, you'll figure it out. Like, just go and play as hard as you can.
It's
everybody like
10
when you get to the league,
NBA.
everybody's fast. Like everybody's strong. Like everybody's quick. Everybody jumps out the gym. Like there's no advantages at this level other than like up here. Like knowing your game, knowing how you can get to your shit, your confidence. That's what separates you. But everybody is on the same playing field.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Your mind is the key.
I forgot that he didn't have the college route, and that's a little bit different. But when you made it to the league, you leave Fresno State. What was the biggest adjustment for you? Was it the speed? Was it the physicality? Was it the travel? Like, what was your biggest?
It was all of it, bro. It was all of it. The travel, the speed of the game, the pace of the game, the strength, like everything on the board was just like. I feel like each game I was like, yo, it's crazy. Like I could have said that 82 times. Like, yo, this is crazy. Like, after the next game, yo, this is crazy. Like, it's just like you taking it all in. Of like, damn, like, I'm playing against. And then you're playing against people you looked up to. So already you're like in a different state of mind of like, oh, like this is so and so. Like, damn, I used to look up to him. Like, you know what I mean? So you're not even
thinking.
A lot of times you're going into the game just like, oh, like. It's just it's a whirlwind. So yeah, for me, bro, it was everything. Getting in 3 a.m. and then waking up to go practice at 8, 9 o'clock in the morning. Like it all that shit adds up to where you're just like, yo, this is it's a lot.
Cause how much did you weigh when you was in college?
I weighed when I was in college.
Skinny as
Woo,
hell,
boy, I was like 185.
That's crazy.
Damn.
And then my first, like after I got drafted, I was like 205, 210.
You're still kind of little.
Still little.
205 is little for the NBA.
And then, after that first couple of years, I started to get my weight up. I got up to, I would say like my prime peak years in Indy, I was like 220, 225. And then now I've been kind of floating like right around 228, 230-ish.
Got a little size.
A little more.
Take the LeBrons more now.
Yeah.
I got it. Still can't take them, but you can take them a little bit.
I can take them a little better.
I
can't take them, but I can take them
a little better. I'm with you on that.
So we've had some time to watch Wemby. I know you kind of changed your opinion on him just by being able to watch a couple of his first games, but you guys had the opportunity to play them, and that was crazy to see him in person. It was like, what is that? Like, it's actually like a basketball player out there, but what's something that's like jumped out to you the most, now that you actually got to play against him?
I mean, I say this because, like, this isn't the first time we've seen someone of his size, right? Like, there's Boban, there's Bobo, there's Porzingis, like, there's, I didn't play in that era, but, like, Manute, like, there was obviously guys, Sean Bradley, Yao Ming, like, there was obviously these large players, tall players that's been in the league. But what stands out with him is, like, you're used to seeing him in the paint. Like, you're used to just seeing the bigs, the 7-footer, 7'3", like, just sitting at the rim. So, like, oh, okay, all right, like, I got to choose, my shit wisely when I'm going to the rim. Like, with him, he's on a perimeter. Like, he's dribbling it in transition. Like, he's at the rim. He's not at the rim. Like, you're always, like, looking to see where the hell is he at. You know what I mean? So I think that's what stood out when we played him. Like, he had a play against Russ where Russ went to the paint, and Russ, it's his pattern. Like, he'll get to the paint, he'll skip, kind of survey the floor. And I'm watching him, and he, like, it was just like this long ass arm comes and, like, tips the ball from behind. And like, you could tell Russ was like,
yo,
who the fuck hit this ball?
The dude.
And the ball go, like, flying. It was a steal, and, like, but it was just like, it didn't even look like he bent down. It was just like his arms just stretched and just got to it. And it was just like, from that point on, going in the game, even coming off shooting mid-range shots, he would be in the corner, but I'll shoot it. Like, he's literally in the corner, and I'll shoot it. And then as I'm following through, like, I see his arm is, like, right here next to me. I'm like, what the fuck? So I'm like, is this a bad shot? Like, should I pass that to the corner? I thought you was guarding the corner. That's why I thought this was open. Like, he was just doing something, like, certain shit on the court. It was just like, God, like, you're in every play.
When I see him, like, going back and forth, he never stops. Like, if y'all break, if they get the rebound, he already taking off.
Yeah.
Like, he's gone. He either going down, he's spotting up.
Well, that's smart.
Threes. Like,
that's
that
smart.
Dude, like, but you would think a big man like him, they slow.
Yeah.
They lallygag. He literally
he can move.
Play, dude.
He can move. And it's smart because a guy his size, like, he's got a specific matchup. Like, you're not just going to have anybody go pick up Victor, right?
Right.
Like, he's got a specific matchup. So if he runs down the floor, like, 9 times out of 10, he's going to get the mismatch because you're just not matched up at that point. You know what I mean? So if he sprints down the court first, it's whoever is the first person down there has got to go pick him up. Like, it could be a guard. It could be, the point guard, first one back. He got to go match up with Victor now.
And that's a L.
Yeah.
Right there.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think the success we had against him on his post-ups, we was forcing him out. Like, we was bodying up, forcing him out, so he catch the ball, like, close to the three-point line. I watched the last game when they was been playing against Phoenix. He was, like, they were smarter about it by just having him be closer to the rim. So all he got to do is catch, turn around, shoot. And a lot of time, it wasn't even just catch that bitch.
They was just throwing the ball.
Guided in the rim.
But he was still, bro. He had some plays. One dribble, 3.
That was impressive.
He hit some big shots in the fourth quarter.
But they trying to put centers on him, like.
Yeah, well, I think they had Devin Booker on him at one point too, and then they got him out. Like,
but
all he has to do is go close to the rim, and it's like,
I'm saying on the perimeter, like, those jab steps, one dribble, pull up 3, like,
nice.
It was centers trying to guard him, like. They can't guard that.
He was looking like a taller KD.
Exactly. Exactly.
He was looking like a taller KD.
He did something where, like, he was under the rim, he caught it mid-air and then, like, just guided, dunked it into the rim. I was like, oh my God.
He gonna definitely be a big problem.
Yes.
I know Pokovich gotta be happy as hell.
Who?
I said the wrong coach. I just said
Pokovich. Popovich.
I said the old Hornets player.
No, Pokovich.
Pokovich.
Pokemon.
Y'all know what I'm talking about.
Going on, bro.
Hey, he always get great centers though.
Yeah, he does.
He get the greatest of the greatest, man.
He does. You think that's by design, or you think?
Yeah.
Cause like it's like every 20 years,
he always
get
one.
the best of the best,
and he knows how to coach them real good.
Nah, Pop is for sure hands down
real good. This dude gonna learn
hands down one of the best coaches ever.
He gonna definitely learn. My bad, Pop.
So I'm leaving y'all for a week, going on this long extended road trip.
He don't leave.
I know. Going on this extended road trip. We got New York coming up. Couple days there. We got Dallas, no pun, couple days there. But out of those, Knicks, Nets, Mavericks, which one of those matchups y'all looking forward to? We see our guy, Mikal.
Mikal, yeah.
Do you remember the celebration?
Remember the celebration?
Can you do it right now? Do the celebration.
Now, I wasn't gonna get it.
That shit's so
I
stiff.
Forgot. That's how he do. He's stiff with it.
It's a little bit more loosely. Okay, there you go.
Shout out to my boy Mikal. You feel me, Mikal? Yeah, man, he know I mean.
Pokovich and Mikal.
Pokovich.
But stop! I said I'm sorry, Pop. But shout out to the boy Cam Thomas too.
Yeah,
he over there balling with 28 points per game. He going crazy. He out there yawling.
He yawling. He yawling. He a bucket though. Like we seen this last year. Like he went on like right before the trade or something like that. He just went on a crazy like 30 piece, 40 piece. I think he hit a 50 piece. Like he went on a crazy run. He dropped I want to say like 40, 50 on us while we was down there.
Yeah.
And the way he was doing it was just like I don't know if he was just like pissed off at the league, like pissed off at the organization. It was just like the way he was doing it was just like I'm comfortable doing this. Like this is what I do. Like I'm a bucket.
He gonna have him a good career.
How much does he play? Because isn't there some little drama going on within the organization? I thought I saw something. I could be wrong. Like, is he their guy? Like, what? I don't get it.
That's what I don't get. Because like he can do that, go crazy, and then I'll check back and like he's not playing.
Don't hear about him.
Yeah, I'm like, like what's going on?
NBA
like,
messing with him. It's part of the script.
I don't know. Like
it's part of the script.
Obviously that's internal. Like whatever's going on is internally. Like so I don't know the ins and out of that. But like I did like he'll go crazy and then next thing you know, like even he was going crazy before the trade happened. And then obviously Mikal is Mikal, Cam Johnson. Like those are great players. They get traded there. Then like Cam Thomas was going crazy. And then that trade happens and now he hasn't been playing. Like so I'm like, do y'all can't figure out how like all three of them can play at the same time? Like
they gonna get it together.
Maybe we could get them on the Clippers. That would
we got
be
everybody
crazy, bro. Steve Ballmer, please.
Don't get Steve Ballmer to thinking, please, because he'll be undid something like that. That dude got too much money, man.
Fellas, another exciting thing about starting season 2, dog. We got our merch back. We got tees, we got snapbacks, we got hoodies.
What else?
Everything you need to look fly in Podcast P. All you got to do is go to podcastpshop.com and get yours now. Remember, it's moving quick, so you got to get it right now.
How quick is moving though, P?
Right now.
Come on, P. You got something for me? I need a hat because I ain't got one.
I got some in the back.
Say no more. Say no more.
I got some in the back.
Say no more.
You be ready next game.
Say no more.
So, P, you're going to be playing in the Garden and in Brooklyn at the Barclays Center. Talk a little bit about those two games. Obviously, there's a ton of history at the Garden, but what are the biggest differences when you're going to New York and Brooklyn to play in those games as far as just the atmosphere, vibe, all that?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, the Garden is the Garden. That's the cream of the crop. Like, that's the best stage that you can find in all of basketball. Like, you know, it's the Garden is bigger than crypto in terms of, star-studded, the history behind it, and the performances that's been had there. Some of the biggest games and from the best players been in the Garden. So there's that history. Then with Brooklyn, they're starting, I feel like, to get that basketball culture going in Brooklyn. But I mean, it's a drop off. It's a drop off. There's obviously, it's New York, so there's stars there as well. But I just feel like the magnitude at Garden is just a lot bigger, than Brooklyn's. But both venues is fun as hell to play in.
I want to see you match up against the Knicks.
You want to see that one?
Yeah, just because we had our family member here too.
Oh yeah, Drew.
Yeah. Had Drew here. I want to see y'all play against each other this year. And then it's New York.
Yeah,
it's New York.
Dude,
New York.
Have you ever played at Rucker?
You wearing Brooklyn?
Exactly. You know why I'm wearing this though.
Yeah.
40 deuce.
But no, I want to see you and Drew go at it, man. I just think UP from LA, New York, that's like you said, it's the biggest of all biggest. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And I think you gonna shine in New York, but I think it's just a good matchup just for that attention,
mm-hmm.
that shine that y'all gonna get from that. And I just know you in the big lights, you shine out.
Yeah,
you know.
And it's just gonna be a ton of coverage because this is the first time people see this big four that we have.
Yeah.
First time seeing that on the floor in New York, the biggest stage, like
James going back there.
Yeah, it's gonna be a hell of a venue, hell of a game going over there.
How much more media will you have now? Like just at practices and stuff like that. Will that tick up a notch now that James is here?
It might, depending on like how successful this group becomes. I can see it taking another dip and like just more people want to be involved now.
You guys are going to be rock stars.
So many new Clipper fans now.
But no, have you ever played at Rucker Park? I was thinking about New York. Did you ever have an opportunity to go play at Rucker?
Nah.
Come on, P.
I should have.
Yeah, like I feel like you would want to do that.
Because Lance, obviously Lance is a New York legend. And it was a couple times I thought of the idea of like going back during the summers and go and hang with him and playing the because he still does.
He still do it, right?
Yeah, he still does playing like the pickup games in the summers and shit like that out there. And I feel like it would add to like just the basketball
bucket list.
Yeah.
Bucket list. P, good
like
boy.
who like I say I hooped at Rucker.
Flavor Flav is singing the national anthem. Shit, bucket list.
Did you hear that, bro?
I saw that.
He better not be at y'all
What are you doing
game
at Milwaukee?
Yes.
At the home of the brave.
He about to do that at a football game too. I heard.
He's getting booked.
He talked it. He didn't sing it. He talked it.
As far as some of these upcoming matchups on this road trip, have you been paying attention to what Luka's doing over there? I know you guys, that's the matchup I'm looking forward to. Just because you guys do kind of have, that history now, and it always gets chippy. And, anytime you get to watch, Luka play, I mean, even though you're one of his competitors, I know you can just appreciate what he's doing out there. But what are your thoughts on Luka right now?
Yeah, I mean, shit, Luka is picking up where he left off at, from last year coming into this year. And it's hard to say a guy has gotten better that's already been producing and doing shit at a high level. But I mean, more than anything, he just knows who he is. He knows what he's doing. And that team is playing well. They figured out, that dynamic with him, Kyrie. The young center that they got is playing great. I don't think people are talking enough about him.
Derek Lively. He's been a
big, because he's perfect. Like you think about the center you need to play with a guy like Luka, who's active, who's mobile, who's jumps out the gym, like quick roller. You need that dynamic 5-man, and he just fits right in perfectly with Luka. So they're rolling, man. It's gonna be a fun matchup. Always enjoy playing in Dallas. Period. Dallas is one of my favorite cities.
Is it?
It is. I like Dallas. I like Dallas a lot. I got family there.
Oh, that's right.
And it's gonna be a fun one.
So that game is going to be the first in-season tournament group stage game. So it's a little bit more than a regular season game. Have you and the team, players, kind of maybe come up with a game plan on how you're going to approach this new in-season tournament games?
I mean, just win.
Just go hoop.
Just go hoop, try to win. I mean, you want to rack up enough wins to, when it comes down to your seeding and whatnot, you want to, like, winning value is valued.
500,000.
Obviously the highest thing to get into the play-in tournament. Or the in-season tournament, not the play-in tournament, the in-season tournament. So, I mean, we just know going into those games, let's lock in. This game is counted for something else. it means a little bit more in terms of if trying to get seeded properly into this in-season tournament. So it'll be a good test too. Be a good test. Play against another good team on the road, hostile environment, and for our first game for the in-season tournament.
Have you had any conversations amongst other players or some of your peers about their thoughts on this in-season tournament? Like, what have you heard from other guys around the league as far as, their thoughts on this new thing the NBA is doing?
Yeah, I think everybody in a whole. I saw the Bones clip of the unsureness.
Yeah, I did see that. He's like, honestly, I don't know.
Yeah, of the unsureness of how this goes. I think everybody kind of understands it, but it's just more so of how is this going to play out? Because then there's a week break in between season for the actual in-season tournament in Vegas. So I think everybody's just trying to it's new to us. How does this work? How does this going to play out? How is it all going to go for the first year? I think that's more of the concern with what's going on.
Nobody knows nothing. Your boy Tyrese said, Tyrese on our show, family member.
Yeah.
He said everybody that if you win, they should get an in spot in the playoffs, right away.
I don't like that.
Why you? I was gonna ask you. Do you agree with that?
I mean, but to finish what he said, it would benefit more the older players or the older teams. But I don't necessarily like that, because you could win that and then take the year off knowing that you already got a playoff spot.
Yeah, that ain't. See,
so it's like
that ain't cool.
Yeah, you know what I mean. So you're not going to get the best product.
Right.
Teams is whoever. If we win that and all season is all right, I'm really
chill, all that. Yeah.
What's the point of playing?
Awesome.
We got a spot already. I need to be playing my best. At that point, I need to play my best basketball when it comes playoffs.
Because that's going to look kind of stupid. You won that, then you come back in and you lose the other games or something. It's going to look stupid.
Yeah. Well, it's going to look like.
Y'all had all that rest and y'all losing.
And then you're not going to take, a team wins that, they're not going to take the rest of the season serious. And then when it comes playoff time, you're not locked in enough because you didn't value or you didn't take the regular season serious to get your rhythm, your time, and all of this shit. So now, playoff time,
that's the lazy route.
Yeah.
I don't agree with it, Tyrese.
Yeah,
lazy route.
I don't like it.
It seems weird though, P, because I was, you were talking about every player gets $500,000, and that's all you guys are really playing for. And when you look at an NBA roster, you guys have your top tier contract guys, and then you have the year 1 or 2. So it's almost like it's going to be kind of a weird dynamic. The young guys have more incentive to want to win it than maybe someone like yourself who has made a pretty good living for himself in the NBA. It kind of creates this weird team dynamic.
Right.
I don't know.
No, 500, $500,000 is $500,000. That's a lot of money regardless. But in terms of when you're thinking of the veteran teams, guys that are established, guys that are doing well, it's not going to necessarily move the needle enough to be oh yeah, we gotta win this. We gotta go and get this. You know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying. It's the NBA has tried a lot of new things throughout the years. We saw with the playoff format where you could do the play-in games, and we saw, I think it was the Heat that made the big run where they were at a play-in. They won the play-in. They made a run, but that has more merit to it. You're playing for an NBA championship. It's hey, yeah, we'll pay you guys an extra $5. It just seems it's going to be interesting to see. I'm excited to see how you guys kind of handle it.
They should offer more than that 500.
It was initially $1 million.
I was about to say it should be more than
when
that.
they first brought it to us. It was $1 million for the winner.
Wow.
And then somewhere along the lines, it was $500,000.
Yeah. Well, they was gonna add a vehicle to it.
They just knew it was gonna catch our attention, and then after that, it was all right, we got him.
Got him. Bring it down to 500 now.
Got him.
That was an easy one.
You actually know what I'm excited about the end season is the jerseys and the floors.
I seen one.
See, that's
Can I get
crazy.
a jersey ASAP, P?
You seen our new ones?
The clips.
Oh, those are
I need
those
one
is
of the
dope.
clips.
They're getting
P.
a lot of negative feedback on those jerseys.
They are. Some of them.
That's why I'm
Some of them
surprised
look
that you're
stupid.
like hyped about it.
I like ours.
Okay.
I don't like Cleveland.
I don't cool.
I don't
Yeah.
like Cleveland. There's
I don't really. I know Minnesota's is dope, but some of them were a little bland.
Warriors was nice.
I didn't
like
see
the
Warriors.
I don't like the Lakers. I'm not going to even lie. I don't like that triangle thing.
You don't like the Lakers anyway, so that's perfect.
Who else?
Wizards. I think the Wizards have some funky ones.
I think Miami's Heat culture.
Yeah, they're just.
I didn't see y'all court though. I seen your jerseys, but I can't remember the court.
I saw a couple of them. I more so just like the energy around it.
Yeah.
Like I think it's gonna be
Right.
great. It's gonna look great visually. The energy around it. Obviously, we get new colorways on our jerseys. I think that's great for the league.
Yeah, new stats for the end season too.
New floors, like that's great for the league. It's just gonna drive more energy. You come to a arena that you're used to seeing it a certain way, and then now it's like, oh shit, it's dope. Like
It's like a 2K. You get to create your own little.
I like
little live,
I
little
like what y'all
rack.
did here. Yeah, a little rack. You know
There,
what I mean?
right there, Jackie. There we go.
I like that.
What's
That's
that in
hard.
the middle? Is that
I
the
like
trophy?
that.
The trophy.
I like
That's
that.
the in-season tournament trophy, or is that the?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. In season
dope.
tournament trophy. So every court has that trophy in the middle of their.
So I need two things from you, P. I need the Clips jersey signed. Need one to wear, and then one more thing at that. I need some skin product. I need some skin product.
You
baby.
need some skins?
I need
trying
some
to get
skin.
that?
I need a little shirt, little tank, little sock. You know?
We
Hey, I
need some
mean,
skims.
I need
We
a little
need some
skims.
skims.
Make I get a little skims.
I got
Kim, we need some skims.
Part of NBA, ain't it?
I gotta say this because I keep in touch with New Heights, and you've seen everything with Taylor Swift and just like jersey sales, the pod.
Yeah.
So that's a perfect. Thank you for bringing that up. Like,
welcome.
Me and P, we have our lovely wives. Jackie over here. Like, I think Jackie needs to go for like maybe one of the Kardashians. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you could do something that would be very beneficial for the pod. Get some skin. Like, you'd be.
We get not the Kardashians. We get another line of people, not them.
Okay. We need to set Jackie up with like someone.
We just stay with
super
Skims.
famous.
We stay with Skims.
Skims.
Skims. We're gonna stay with
I
Skims.
like it.
Yep. Just like, but that'll be good. You and wifey's can wear some.
Wifey wears skims already.
Yeah. See.
Oh, she's already on.
She's
Okay.
already
Man,
on. She's
now
already
you
on
can
the
get you his
skims.
wifey. Get your wifey some.
There you go.
Okay.
So, Pete, I want to ask
weirdly
this about
turned-
the Skims. The real question:
Yeah.
What are they actually making for the NBA and WNBA?
I mean, I think it's just it's like same way in like Hanes, bro. Like I think they're
Underwear.
making underwear, like
Just making sure I
tank
don't,
tops, boxers,
Panties.
So when they make they
draws. You need some fresh
so
draws.
they don't have nothing to do with all the other like
No. And they're
the
not making like
sleeves and all that.
t-shirts.
Is socks involved or no?
I think they're doing compression. I thought I saw compression shorts. I could be wrong. Like leggings.
Oh, I don't know. Are they like actual performance? Like are they
mean-
actually making stuff for performance, or are they just partnership like underwear?
You in the NBA? They partnered with you in the NBA?
I
I don't know. I'm asking you.
They didn't come. It's not like I was in part of that deal.
It don't even matter. Look, before we go, it's time for my favorite segment. You already know what it is. It's rated PG. This is where PG takes a young talent out there and he compares them highly to an old school veteran or somebody today. And y'all already know P. Let us know who you got today, baby.
We talked about him a little bit earlier, and this dude has been balling. Like 5 games in, he's already had 3 30-plus point games. I'm gonna go with Cam Thomas. Cam Thomas is my rated
Already know you
PG.
gonna say that.
He been balling, man, and I don't think people are giving him enough credit for his skill set, for how good he is. Still a young kid, probably what 22,
Yeah, he's
23
young.
years old.
22.
You know, huge talent, and he's showcasing it in a big market in New York. So shout out Cam Thomas, man. He's got shades of like just off the bounce stuff like Jamal Crawford. Like he's got the scoring ability like Brandon Roy, like Cole. Like he's got like some real prolific like scoring
Your problem.
He's gonna
Right,
be
right.
scary in a few years.
He's scary now.
I know, but once if he's making it look this easy now,
Yeah.
once he's been in the league a little bit longer, it's only gonna get.
You know
When
who
he
he remind me
figures-
of? AE.
Oh, Anthony Edwards.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's who he remind me of.
Both of them scored. Like when Cam Thomas figures out how to have that scoring, because I feel like he's scoring, but it's not like contributing to winning. Like when he matches that scoring to winning, then that's when it's going to be a problem. Like when he figures out how to control a game through his scoring, opposed to like just being a player that can just get a bucket. Like it's different. Like there's guys that's just a bucket, but it don't like they're scoring, but it's not really meaning nothing. Like
elaborate more on this because I'm not really
like
you. I mean, scoring is obviously
scoring is like you need like obviously the player that has the most points or the team that has the most points wins, right? But like you can be a scorer and not affect winning in the same time. Like it's just empty stats. Like yeah, you're getting buckets, but it's not accounting for nothing.
Like you're just basically getting yours in a sense. And not
you're
getting
just
the other
getting
guys
yours.
Involved,
like
picking and choosing.
But when you know how to like control the game by your scoring, it's like timely baskets. Go get a timely basket. Like
I understand what you're saying.
Can you compare another player?
Yeah, like
that's like that. That's like plays like that. Just so I can get a
like Shea, right? Shea Gilgeous Alexander. He's a timely bucket. Like he understands how to control the game with his scoring. You know what I mean?
I get it.
He plays with his pace. He plays at his pace. Team plays around him. When they need a bucket, he's the go-to. Go get a bucket. It's not like he's just coming down, transition, throw it up, coop, like come down, like it's very strategic. Like, all right, they're gonna do this. All right, I'm gonna give them that. They're gonna guard me like this. All right, I'm gonna go like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I get it. He's
opposed to just getting hot and scoring in bunches and you know.
I get it now. I get it.
But the Cam, like, no knock on Cam at all. It's young guys, like they learn. Like, okay, this is how you control the game now. Like,
interesting. I never thought about that.
There's definitely a difference.
Like, well,
You
we can
just
learn a lot
been
from
rated
you.
PG, baby.
Hey, on that note,
What's the note? What's the note, P?
What you
Say the
got
note.
for
What
us?
you got for it?
on that note, it's a wrap for Podcast P. It is a wrap.
Episode 3, baby. Dallas, they done sent us the Podcast P merch, man. Let's see what's up here. It better be everything we asked for. Let's see what they got. Okay. Come on. Come on. There it is. That's the yurt. That's the yurt. Put that on. You put that one on. I'm gonna put the black. Oh, they got the black hoodie.
I can't wear 2 sweaters right now, but I can put it up.
Let me see what they got. They got the hoodie right there. That's like the Yaya's G on the yacht. Look at the yacht. Oh, we clouded. Show yours, Dallas.
Hey, they got this too, Jackie?
They do? Come on! We got our signature sign on there. Y'all can get it right there where Dallas just said, and we gonna put it right here on the front so y'all know where to get all the merchandise. There it is. One more time. Put the hat on for him, Dallas.
Hey, it's on.
Say no more. Bang, bang.